We have all heard of Mukesh Ambani, Gautam Adani, and Azim Premji. But here's a connection most people miss. All of them come from one single community, the Gujarati community. And together, they represent India's biggest wealth creators. And here's a fact. More than 100 out of India's roughly 190 billionaires are Gujaratis. That's over half of India's billionaires, coming from a community that is just 5% of India's population. So what's going on here? This same 5% community runs around 10% of India's businesses, contributes over 20% of India's exports, and adds more than 8% to India's GDP. And this dominance isn't limited to India. In the United States, Gujaratis are a tiny minority. Yet, Patel families alone own over 50% of all motels. In the UK, Gujaratis dominate pharmacy chains, wholesale trade, and retail. Globally, nearly 80% of the world's diamonds are cut and polished in Surat. And Surat doesn't stop there. Surat today is India's largest textile hub. Nearly 90% of India's polyester fabric comes from this single city. This didn't happen overnight. Gujarat has India's longest coastline, about 1600 kilometers, with over 40 ports, including giants like Mundra and Kandla. Trade here dates back to Indus Valley ports like Lothal, long before modern India existed. For centuries, Gujaratis traded with Africa, the Middle East, and Europe. Business wasn't a profession here, it became a way of life. And that mindset shows even today. You will rarely find Gujaratis preparing for government jobs or competitive entrance exams. Unlike states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, where large numbers of people prepare for and crack government exams. Instead of asking which exam should I clear, the question is, what business can I build? Dhirubhai Ambani once captured this mindset perfectly when he said, if you don't build your own dream, someone else will hire you to build theirs. So what are Gujaratis doing differently, and why does this keep working everywhere? Early exposure to money, markets, and risk. From a very young age, Gujaratis grow up listening to conversations about profit, loss, customers, suppliers, and deals. Business thinking starts at home. Family support, community networks, and mentorship. When someone wants to start a business, they rarely start alone. The family is usually the first to step in. Money is often arranged quickly, sometimes at very low or even zero interest. Delegation. Instead of doing everything themselves. Gujaratis don't believe everyone needs to study management and become a professional. They focus on ownership and vision, and then hire capable professionals from good institutes to run operations efficiently. Calculated risk-taking, not fear-driven decisions. Risk is treated as a normal part of business, not something to escape from. They invest when others hesitate and stay consistent when others quit. None of the skills are inherited. They're all learned. Building strong networks, thinking long-term, delegating well, and creating value are all habits anyone can develop over time. That's how this community built wealth for decades. And those lessons are open to everyone.